All right, everybody, I have one of the ever popular Honda Accords. This is a 1998 model. Now, here's the thing. Quite a lot of good things to say about this car and a couple of not so good things, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. But first of all, let me do my normal thing. Fire her up. Of course, she starts right up and hums along perfectly, as Hondas usually do. But get this. Check this out. This is very unusual. 106,178 miles. That's all the mileage this car has on it. And as you can see, I probably put, almost 850 miles on it myself. Why? Because it gets great gas mileage, and it's a great running little car. Okay, has lots of equipment, and let's see what works and what doesn't. All right, we'll do the power windows. That's your right rear. They're on. Right front. Let's check this side. That one works, no problem. And that one works. Okay, so the right side windows do not work. This mirror is a little out of whack, and you'll understand why, but as you can see, it goes up, goes down, all that stuff. Let's do the mirror on this side. That goes out, all right, in, up, yeah, so that mirror works fine. Horn, works no problem. Wipers. There you go, no problem. As you can see, there are none of those annoying check engine or warning lights on. The only thing on here says you should put your seatbelt on and that the trunk's open. And that's true because the trunk is open. It does have air conditioning, and I can't say, you know what? The compressor did just go on. So yeah, you must have Freon in there. So hopefully come springtime, you'll be all right. Radio. Well, if you're a fan of the Beastie Boys, there you go. So as you can see, the radio does work. Obviously, it's just a cassette deck. I don't know if that works. I haven't had cassettes in years. It's got cruise control, which if I recall correctly, does work properly, and I can test that. The interior looks like the car's got 106,000 miles on it. As you can see, it's cloth seats. They're not all worn out. They're not all stained and tore up. As you can see, nice Honda floor mats, the Accord floor mats, so that's all original. I mean, look, and here's another thing. Look at right here where the arm is. Normally, if a car has a ton of miles on it, this would be all worn out. And as you can see, looks to be pretty good. You got your cup holders. Yep. And I can honestly tell you folks right now, before we go outside, the inside of this car is the best part. The outside, as you're going to see, is a mess. But remember, very cheap, good, reliable Honda with low mileage. Looks like maybe a couple little marks on the driver's door, but other than that, not too bad. All right, let's pop out here. And here's the driver's seat. And as you can see, of course, it's in pretty nice, clean condition. It's not worn out. It's not all beat up. Here's the floor. There's your Accord floor mat. And as you can see, that's not all worn out. It does have the remote gas cap, remote trunk release, of course. And let's see, here's your headliner. You can see, pretty nice shape. Like I said, for a 98 model year, it represents the mileage inside very well. Okay, let's do the tires. Now, I got this little gizmo here, and what this does, this is really neat. You take it, and you stick it in the tread like this. And it tells you pop it out, you stick it in here and press down, and it tells you that this has, just about 6/32 of tread left on the left front tire. All right, let's do the left rear tire and see what that's got. And that says it's got 6/32 of tread on the rear tire. And we'll come around to this side. And this tire, this one actually looks quite a bit better. It is. All right, right rear tire, it looks like that has 11/32 of tread left. And the right front tire, that one's got, about 5.5, 6/32 of tread left. So you got one really good tire and three not so good tires, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, here's where everything starts to go a little south on this car. Low mileage, runs fantastic, all right? From a certain angle, it even looks good. Not from this angle, though. As you can see, it's missing some trim. It's got a nice big honking dent in the right rear door. And look at that beautiful job right there somebody did. Okay? Now let's open the doors up so you can see this side. And as you can see, go around the door jamb. I mean, the door itself actually does not appear to have any rust on it. In fact, the whole car doesn't appear to have any rust on it. Oh, there's your roof. The paint's not so great. I gotta be honest with you on the roof. There's your door jamb, and going around the door itself, again, no rust, but it is beat up. And believe it or not, this is not the worst part of this car. Well, maybe it is the worst part, but it is missing a rear bumper. Okay, so you might ask, why am I selling the car like this with a missing rear bumper and a dent in the side? Very simple. It's a 98 model year car. It is not worth it to me to go do all this body work on it. But for the right person, if you want to do the body work or just drive it the way it is like I did, it does run fine, you are going to have a very cheap, very low mileage, reliable little Honda. All right, now look at the size of this trunk. I'll tell you, they make a pretty decent sized trunk. There's your jack. Looks like that has a pass-through right there, probably for long packages. I don't know if the seat folds down or not. It probably does, but I'm not 100% certain. Let's take a look under here. Yep, and there is your tire. Okay, your spare tire, jack, all that stuff. All right, let's close it up. Now, interestingly enough, even with the damage, the trunk closes good. Go figure, it turns the light out and everything. Dents, the paint's kind of bad on the trunk. Cracked tail light lens, and that's part, all this is all part. If you can nab yourself like a 98 model Accord rear bumper, you'd actually make this car look pretty decent. Coming along this side, as you can see, this door is in good shape. Open her up. There you go. No problems. Here's your back seat. Very, very nice. Looks very comfy and clean. All right, come around the door on this side. Again, no rust. So like I said, a clever person that can hang a bumper could end up with a pretty nice little car. But it's up to you. And this is your driver's door. Come around this way. And there you go. Okay, so again, rust-free. The driver's door actually looks very nice. This whole side actually is nice. The fender's nice. Not bad at all. Oh, check this out. And it still has a year left on the New Jersey State inspection sticker. All right, let's come around this way. The front, yep, it does look a little busted up. Okay, so maybe you might want to put a front bumper on it as well. That's up to you. Take a look underneath. There you go. And of course, this is the best part of any Honda usually, is the engine. And this one is going to be no different, except that it's very low mileage, of course. And here, let me rev this thing up for you. And of course, you don't need to be a mechanic to know that sounds good, except I just stalled it. Let me go crank this up again. That happens on these older cars sometimes. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, there's no high rev knocks. There's no taps. There's no valve train noise, none of that stuff. Here, let me do that again. There we go, see? That's just got a very low idle on it. Okay. Anyway, folks, now the next thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to take it for a ride. Let me close the hood here. That goes there. I don't know how the hell this goes. I don't know where the doohickey is, but whatever. And yes, the hood does seal very nicely, as you can see. All right, folks, so here we go. I'm going to take it for a ride now. All right, folks, here we go. I'm going to take it for a ride, but I'm going to point something out to you real quick, as I try to do on all my test drives now, is you saw the car start when it was ice cold, and now you're going to see the car start when it's nice and warm. It does make a difference. Even if you don't buy a car from me, this is good advice. Always, 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 especially on older used cars, make sure you see them start ice cold. In other words, you don't want to roll into the dealership and the car is all nice and warmed up for you. That is not a good thing, because they could be trying to hide something from you. Maybe not, but they could be. I'm not saying they are. And you also want to see if it starts warm, because, you know, different things can affect cars in different ways. All right, let me put my seatbelt on here. This is a 4-speed automatic transmission. So, of course, you're going to get, I'm pretty sure I got really good gas mileage. I mean, that's why I put mileage on the car. I usually only do that if, you know, because I drive a lot. I usually only do that with cars that get really good gas mileage. All right, here we go. And I do drive on Route 80 and the highways a lot, so yeah, I need a car also that'll get up to speed, and this one does run good. I give that to it. Shifts so smooth. Even beat up, this is just a nice, quiet little car. All right, here we go. And get his hands off the wheel. Look at how perfectly straight this car is going. It's ridiculous. So you don't have to worry about anything, any of this body damage that's on it did not affect the way the car goes down the road at all. All right, here we go. And we'll turn around here. I don't know why I picked this time of day to do these videos. Alright, I'm gonna whip around quick because traffic's coming, so here we go. And really step on the gas now. Boom, 60 miles an hour. That's how quick it gets up to speed. So even though it is probably a 2 liter or 2.2 liter, whatever it is, 4-cylinder, and an automatic, it goes pretty good. But like I said, very reliable, great gas mileage. Next thing I'm going to do for you guys is a brake test. And all that simply consists of is I pull into the vacant lot across the street from my place, find a patch of loose gravel, slam on the brakes. Keep your eye on the steering wheel, okay? You want to make sure that the steering wheel does not swing wildly right or left or anything like that, because that could indicate a potential brake problem. All right, so here we go. I'm pulling into the lot. Oh, there's somebody parked in my spot. 2 people. Pulling right here, like this. Here's my gravel, and now if you notice, did you see the wheel? Very good. Did not swing one way or the other. What that means is you have proper brake equalization. That's all it means. No big deal. But I can tell you from the feel, those brakes felt very good. Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you know, this is not a car for everybody because of the issues. But if you're clever, if you can handle tools and maybe have a junkyard near you, get a front, rear bumper, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. This could potentially be a really nice car, especially if you need like a secondhand car for your kid or something, and maybe he's good with tools or she's good with tools. This could be a great little car. Can't beat the mileage, 106,000. That's nothing on a Honda. I get plenty of them with 250,000 miles on it. Good inspection sticker for a year in Jersey. Yeah, so there is some good to this car, and there's some not so good. So let's take one more walk around the outside. All right, I'm gonna take the tripod, or the camera off the tripod. I apologize for probably getting my hand all in the way there. Recap, 1999 Honda Accord, 106,179 miles now. Beautiful interior, very low mileage. Exterior, yeah, not so much. I gotta roll the window down. I don't want to lock myself out of the car by accident. Like I said, a year left on the New Jersey State inspection. All right. And like I said, from a certain angle, let's see if I can find it here. I'll back up a little bit. Yeah, from right about there, if you looked at this car, you'd be like, wow, that's a really nice 98 Honda. But the truth be told, it does have a couple of issues, as I've showed you. And here we go, one more time. But I think the best part of this car is low mileage, reliable, and it's going to be, of course, very, very cheap. And as I always do, I hope this car goes to someone that needs a good one. Thanks.